I don't usually speak about this kind of stuff. I've always steered away from it in my career somewhat because I just felt like it wasn't my place as a musician or as a public figure or whatever you want to call me. But now as I get older and I start to see things clearer, I understand, what I need to do and what I'm comfortable doing. So I guess today is that day. I want to let you guys know I don't stand for racism whatsoever, and I respect everybody equally of any color, any nationality, whatever. Everybody is truly equal to me, and I want to share something specifically to anybody who feel I guess I don't want to say specifically white people, but they are definitely a majority of the bunch. But anybody, I have a lot of white friends who ask me, how can I contribute to fixing this issue or being of service to this issue, to making things better? What can I do? And I get that question a lot. They ask me, what can they do? And they know that they are not, sometimes they may think they're not part of the problem, and I'm not saying they are, but they ask, what can they do? And I'm gonna tell you right now what you can do. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you wanna contribute to eliminating racism, I think it's gonna take years and years, a very long time for this to actually go away. But what you can do is put a stop to the racism that happens around you. Now I know you're gonna think, what is happening? You don't see it. Here's where it happens at. This is where it happens. Now I have a predominantly white fan base, so I know a lot of white people. I've hung around lots of white people. I hear comments. I hear things. I get the inside scoop on certain things. And some of this stuff makes me cringe, and it honestly hurts my soul. Now, I'm not saying every white person or even has this going on around them, but there are a lot. So here's what I'm speaking about. I've been in situations with white people where I'm hanging out with them and they're going, oh, I can't post this picture of us on Facebook because if my grandpa sees it, he's gonna flip out. And I go, why? And they go, oh, because he's just kind of different. And I go, what do you mean different? And they go, well, he's gonna freak out because you're black. I've been in situations where I've hung out with white women and they go, oh, we can't go to my house, you can't come over. And I go, why? And they go, oh, because if my dad sees you, he's not going to let you in the house. And these are real fucking things that are happening today. Where they go, my dad's not going to let you in. He's going to give me a lecture because I'm inviting a black man into the house. Situations like this, I hear things about people having get-togethers, little house parties or whatever when their parents are gone or whatever, and they have, white people invite their black friends over, then the parents come home and the parents find out that there's a black person in the house. These things, the stories that I've heard of this have tend to happen in the South, but they hear there's a black man in the house, and then all of a sudden the parents get home, blatantly say, get this fucking Negro, get this black man, whatever the fuck, out of the house, and then they gather up the fucking cousins, uncles, brothers, and all this shit to scare the black dude. Now, these are real situations that you guys will probably think, what, this is not happening in 2020, 2019, 2018, 17. Yes, it's still happening. To me. So here's how you eliminate, here's what you can do to contribute to fixing the problem. The younger generation right now, because I think that you guys understand equality a lot more than the older people do. You guys are very in tune with, I feel like the black culture a hell of a lot more than, your parents were. And and all of that, you guys understand more. If you have someone around you, whether it's a brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, your parents, your uncle, your grandma, and they have these racial tendencies, and you don't put a stop to that when you hear it, when they say whatever racial slur behind the scenes, behind closed doors, whether they're watching TV or they go, oh, look at these coons or look at whatever. If you don't put a stop to that and say, yo, dad, stop that. That's not cool. That's not, don't judge him. Like, you don't even know this man. Why are you calling him that? If you don't put a stop to it right there, you're part of the problem. Because those are the same people, you know, you may think, oh, my dad or my grandpa or my mom. No, they would never they make comments here and there behind closed doors, but they would never do that, what I saw on whatever, on TV or on the internet, wherever the fuck you saw it. They potentially would. You don't know that. So when you see things about this cop who murdered the dude in Minnesota, I'm sure, like, I always hear this thing. Oh, no, my dad, no. He has a black mechanic. Like, my dad's mechanic is black and and they're cool. That doesn't mean that the man does not have racial tendencies just because he has a black friend or someone that he works with around, or that he works around that is black. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have racial tendencies. And that doesn't mean he can't be capable of doing something like what happened a few days ago to this dude who got murdered. So I'm letting you know, because, these racist people, they're not walking around every day going, I'm racist. Hey, how you doing? I'm racist. Hey, I hate niggers. What's going on? They don't walk around like that. They don't, because they know that they're going to get frowned upon if they walk around with that heavy energy like that. They don't walk around like that. They're people that you bump into in fucking Walmart, in Target, and whatever, in the fucking drive-thru. These are people that look like normal people. I want to let you know, your fucking uncle, your fucking father, your mother, if you are white and you have these people in your family and you know who they are, you know what I'm talking about, so don't play stupid with me. If you have these people in your family who make these comments, those are the people that are capable of doing this shit. The fucking white lady at the park who was like, oh yeah, I'm going to tell the cops that a black man is harassing me and trying whatever. That shit, that's somebody's family member. And I promise you, prior to that situation happening, that whoever is related to that woman, they would have been like, no, she's not a racist. No, she has her black friend. She has this. During times of conflict, when a lot of those people who are undercover racists, during times of conflict with a fucking black man or whatever race, during these times of conflict, that's when it tends to come out. So they're not going to show it on your everyday situation when they're walking through life, going to the bank. It doesn't come out during those times. It comes out during these situations, these intimate situations of conflict where they're like, oh shit, this person is blocking my car and I don't like what they're doing and and whatever, blah, blah. So I'm going to shout a racial slur. And then they get caught on camera doing it and then they feel stupid, and it exists. Okay. So listen to me. This applies to every race. If you know for a fact right now, because you're asking yourself, I'm not part of the problem. What the fuck? If you know for a fact that you have someone in your household, someone around you, a friend, a family member, uncle, an aunt, who makes racial slurs behind the scenes, who says foul shit that you know if they said in public, they would probably get their ass fucking whooped. If you know that they have actions like this behind closed doors, they're the ones that are doing this shit. They're the ones who are in support of this shit, and you need to put a stop to that. So, and I hear people trying to, sometimes they say, oh, well, he's old. He's from the older age. He doesn't get it. Make him fucking get it. Make him get it. Okay? Explain to him, because I get it. Sometimes, older people, they come from their times, they're stuck in their ways, and I understand that. But I'll be damned, because my parents, of course, are older. I'll be damned if my mom or dad sat there and was like, hey, Marcus, don't hang around that white person. They're fucking white and they're stupid. I'll be like, yo, Dad, hold on. I'll be like, sit down, Dad. What did you just say? Hold on. first of all, don't come at people like that of any color. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cause I can't ride with you if you do that. Don't do that. Period. Stop that. We are all equal. If that person has a bad nature, then you can call them out individually. Don't go calling out the entire fucking race because this one person has done something to you that you didn't like. It's not the entire race. It's that person right there. So don't fucking try to call. I would tell my parents that if they fucking did that. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, my mom and dad, they're old, so it's okay. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if my mom and dad are old. I don't give a fuck what time frame they were born in. If they're being racist and doing something that's just totally foul and downplaying another fucking race, I'm going to put them in check. Period. But I know a lot of you guys don't do that. You're with your boyfriend, you're with your girlfriend, you're with your family members, and they're saying this shit, and you're just like, oh, stop. Nope. That ain't gonna do it. Because you know what? When they say shit like that, it really reflects the way that they think. And you're kind of encouraging it. You're going, oh, stop. That's just how he, no. If you know better, make them understand. And I get it. Sometimes people, they don't understand things. I genuinely think there are white people out there who have a chip on their shoulder from some off perspective of black people. I genuinely think that they have that and they have convinced themselves that they are right, but they are wrong. But I believe that they are right. If you see someone who has that mindset, and I get it, it's so people have been conditioned a certain way, so it's been embedded in their minds, so they feel this way, and they genuinely feel this way about this perspective on, of different colored people. If you see that going on, sit them down and explain it to them why everybody is equal. Sit them down and talk to them and explain to them. Okay? Because some people are really trapped in their ways and they really don't. You may think some things are common sense. I mean, I think being racist is just fucking foul and it's common sense to not be racist. But there are some fucking people out there who are just so clouded where it may not be common sense to them. And you need to sit them down and explain it to them. You need to explain to them why this is bad. So if you're 18, 20 years old, 25, and you know your parents have these racial tendencies, sit them down and explain and go, Dad, tell me why it's bad if I bring a black person to the house, Dad. Tell me why it's bad. And he's going to give his fucking ignorant perspective, and you need to put him in check. You need to put him in check, because if you don't put him in check, if your dad works in the police force, if your dad or mom or whatever work in some area, they are going to be one of these people that you have now seen on the internet who have been totally exposed. And let me tell you what happens when that happens. When they get totally exposed, the whole entire fucking neighborhood of friends, everything go along with it. So whoever that cop is married to, his wife is also looked at like that. Whoever those kids are, they're also looked at like that. Whoever the fucking the immediate circle group of people, they get that fucking title. They embody that of what this man did. And I know you wouldn't want to be in that situation. I know you don't want to walk around going, damn, my dad got caught slipping, calling a black man the N-word in front of Taco Bell. And that's all over the internet, and I'm his son, or I'm his daughter, and now now everyone's coming to me. You don't want to fucking, correct the fucking issue. That's where it starts, man. That's where it starts. Now, as I said, this applies to every fucking race. This applies to every fucking race, but I am specifically fighting for black rights right now because I don't appreciate this shit, and I don't like holding my tongue for too long. I just can't do it any longer. So, if you see this around you, stop it. Talk to these people and explain to them, okay? Because even if it's not you doing this shit, and you go, oh, that's just them, you're low-key co-signing that behavior. Let me tell you something. I remember I was on tour one time. And I brought one of my homies that I grew up with. We were in Florida, and it was before the show. We were out looking for something to eat. My friend, he had never traveled too much. He hadn't seen the world. He hadn't seen anything. So this is his first time out of Los Angeles. We're in Florida. He sees a gay man walking down the street, a very flamboyantly gay man walking down the street. His instant reaction: look at that gay ass faggot. Look at that faggot ass nigga. Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Get your faggot ass. And I'm like, yo. Now I could have just said, man, leave the gay man alone. I didn't do that because I knew if I just said leave the gay man alone, that's not correcting the fucking problem that's going, because my friend's gonna do that to the next gay man he sees when I'm not there, or he's gonna. That's not what I did, because I understood that if a man wants to fucking be gay or be who he wants to, he can fucking do that. I had to tell my friend, like, yo, listen, you've been boxed in your little fucking area in LA for so long that you don't fucking understand that there's gay people out here in the world who are flamboyantly gay, and that is okay, and people accept that. This man walks through this city and he can dress how he wants to. Don't do that, because you're actually, how you're looking at this gay man right now, you are actually that weird guy now in this environment by trying to call him out, because this man is free to do whatever he wants. And you're putting yourself in a box by not thinking out the box. So don't fucking do that, because you're going to push people away from you by having that mentality. And I had to put him in check. I had to break down the perspective so he understands. So the next time he comes across a gay man, he's not going, hey, fuck that gay faggot, that bitch ass nigga, get the fuck away. He's going, let me keep my mouth shut. That man has a right to be whoever he wants to be. And that's in my nature to do that. Some people, I get it. You don't want confrontation. You're scared. You go, I can't say that to so-and-so. They're going to be weird. Fucking say it. Fucking say it. Or you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. And I know a lot of you guys, you're not in situations where you deal with racism. So you don't think it's a big fucking deal probably to you, because it's not happening to you. And let me tell you, racism is fucking bad. Racism is fucking evil. It is evil. People are dying everywhere due to racism. Racism is fucking evil. Okay, so for you, imagine me just fucking seeing my homie, my roommate who's staying with me. He has some girl in there. He just raping her, and I'm just like, hey, it ain't me getting raped. That's his shit. I don't give a fuck. Hey, I know that's bad, but hey, I guess if that's what he wants to do, no. Hey, stop that. No, that ain't cool. That is not fucking cool, because that would be me co-signing it. Even if I say, hey, that's what he does downstairs, man, that ain't me. I'm up here. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life up here, man. If he raped girls down there, man, that's up to him. That's his shit. I'm up here. My bedroom's fine. I'm cool. I'm co-signing it. I'm co-signing it. I'm literally co-signing that shit. So you are co-signing shit when you see someone have some type of racial tendencies and you don't put a fucking stop to it. And you're going, oh, but racism is not the same as rape. You know what? A hell of a lot of motherfuckers have probably died over fucking racial shit and slavery. I don't know what the ratio is, so I'm not going to say it. That's a fact. But a lot of motherfuckers have died due to fucking people being racist. A lot. A whole lot. Okay? So it's just as fucking bad. All right? So you're co-signing this shit if you don't put a fucking stop to it. If you see it around you. So the next time you hear some shit about someone saying whatever, this or that, just sit them down and just expand their perspective. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to fucking do. Because these people are not just one-off individuals who just came from space and landed. It's like, ha-ha, I'm a white man and I killed a black man. Ha-ha, I have no family, I have no friends, it's just me and I'm evil. These people are your fucking... These are people that walk amongst us. These are people that live amongst us. These are people in your household. They have households. They have families. Broaden their fucking perspective, because you have a lot more influence around the people than the people that you hang around more than you probably think you do. So just be vocal about it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. If you have family members or friends who like, dude, it's sick. It's sick. It's fucking twisted, man. I run into so many people who are just like, I can't do this because my parents would look down upon me. If you got parents right now, let me just say this. If you got parents, if you're white and you got parents who would look down upon you, if you married or dated a black person, talk to your fucking parents and make them understand. Make them understand. Because I know right now, in however many people are in here right now, I know for a fact, some of you guys probably like, oh, that's me. My parents would kill me if I came home with the. You would think my parents would fucking grill me if I came home with the black person. If that is your household, you need to correct that shit. I can go home with anybody I want. Any fucking nationality I want. I wish my mom would say something. Mom, I dare you to make a comment about who I'm dating and what nationality she is. I dare you, mom or dad. No, not happening. I'm me. I do what the fuck I want. And I'm gonna put my parents in check if they ever said some bullshit like that. Period. So if you know, you guys get what I'm saying. I don't want to talk in circles. You get what I'm saying. Put a fucking stop to it. Put a fucking stop to it. Please. Please. I don't believe in people, trying to violence to get a point across. That is the route that man has taken for years and years and years. And I don't really believe that it gets us anywhere, because that's why a lot of countries beef with each other and all this shit. We can't be on the same fucking page. I don't believe that violence is the way to fucking go about things. So you're not going to see me out trying to riot and break shit and kill police just to get my point across, because that's not the way. But I want to let you guys know right now, it's in your household. Put a stop to it, please. Please, for the sake of mankind, for the sake of black people, for the sake of every other race out there who feels like their people are struggling and they don't get justice, please put a stop to it in your household. That's all. That's all you got to do. That is all you got to do. Just put a stop to it in your household. That is all you got to fucking do. And that's just where it starts. That's just where it starts. Please.